What we saw yesterday, that is the interrupt method, is interrupted method, and the interrupted method, right? And before that we saw some method like yield method, and after that we saw the join method as well, right? Today we will see the new concept of the multi-threading, that is the synchronization. So why we are using the synchronization? Synchronization means is nothing but the wait a minute, sorry. Synchronization is the process by which we can control the accessibility of the multiple thread to a particular shared resource. Means if we want to control the accessibility of the threads, as we know that if we execute any program and if you have a multiple threads, so all the threads will be executed at the same times, right? But if you want to control the accessibility of that thread, so for that simply we are using the synchronization. Okay, simply we are using the synchronization. Suppose if we take the example, without synchronization we will try to create a program, and what problem we are facing there, we will try to recognize that. So simply we will come here, and what we will do, we will try to create one uh, we will try to create a simple application of for the ticket booking app. So I am simply here writing class, here I am writing ticket booking. Okay, simple class I have created. Inside that, if we want to book any ticket, and also for that we want some total, right? So how much seats we have, we will write it here, like int total seats I'm writing. Suppose in our theater we have a 10 seats, so I'm writing here total seats equals to 10. After that we will check that seats. So for that simply we will create one method here, public void, and book ticket. Simple, I'm creating one method here, that is book ticket. And while calling this method, we will simple pass our seat, how much seats they wants to book, we will pass it here only. So seat. Okay, and after that we will write one condition here, like that. Okay, if total seats is greater, that time only it will book the ticket. If total seats is less than the our seat, then it will not book the ticket. We will write a condition here. How? So see, suppose if we have a 10 seats in your theater, and someone wants to book the 11 tickets, can we able to book that? No, right? We cannot able to book that ticket. So for that simple we will write here int if total seats is greater than seats only, or equal to, we will write here total is equal greater than equals to seats, then it will become here inside this one, and it will print ticket is booked. Okay, ticket is booked, it will write, and it will print the ticket as well. So how much seats they have booked, you will simply write it here. Now I want to show that, like how much seats left there inside our theater. So for that, what we will write, simply we will write here total seats equals to total seats, and how much seats they book, we will minus that seats from our total seats. Now we got the seats left also. We will print that seats left here, system dot out, and here we will print seats left. Okay, and here we will print the total seats as well. Okay, so here simply we are printing, simply we are created one variable here, that is the total seats, means how much seats we have in your data, we are writing here simply. So how much seats we have now, that is the 10 seats. After that, here I have created one method with the book ticket, and inside that we have one parameter, that is the int seats. After that, simple I am checking the condition, if total seat is greater than equals to seats only, that time it will become here, and it will print ticket is booked, and how much seats they are booking, we will print it here only. After that, someone booked the ticket, right? Someone suppose booked a ticket or the two tickets. So after suppose 10 minus 8, we want to calculate that. So how we will calculate? Total seats equals to total seats minus they booked the ticket, we are minus from the that, and simply we are storing into the our total seats. Okay, and after that simply we will write here system dot out, and we will print it here seats left. So how much seats we have, we will print it simply here. Okay, after that, if this condition will be wrong, something is it has to print. So how it will print, system dot out, and it will be print like seats are not booked. Okay, simple, we'll write it here, and here we will print the seats as well, how much seats they wants to book, and that seats is not available, then it will become here seats are not booked. And after that, simple here we will print it as well, that is the seats left. Okay, and here will total seats, much total seats we have left, we will write it here. So how this will work, suppose we have passed here the 8 seats. Okay, so suppose while calling this method we passed here 8 seats. So what is the value of this seats here? That is the 8. Okay, after that it will check the condition if total seats is greater than seats, means how much seats, what is the condition it will be checked. What is the value of total seats value is 10 greater than equals to 8. It will check the condition if 10 is greater than equals to 8. Then if this condition is true, then it will come here. If this condition is false, it will come into the else block. Now we will check the condition. 10 is greater than equals to 8. Condition is true here, right? Condition is here true. So what it will be do, it will become here and it will print ticket is booked and how much seats they have booked. So how much seats they have booked here, that is the 8, right? After that here it will become total seats equals to total seats minus seats. What is the value of total seats here? What is the value of total seats? Is it 10 minus 8? So what will be the value we will get? That is the 2, right? 2 we will get it on the total seats now, and it will print seats left, and what will value of this total seats equals to 2, means what it will print seats left, that is the 2, it will be print on the console. Okay, after that suppose again I book another ticket, that is the 6. This time I'm booking the 6 ticket. Now it will be check the condition. Now the total seats value is changed, right? It is changed from 10 to now because 8 tickets is already booked, right? So it will, what is the total seat, new value of total seats, is it 2 is greater than equals to 8. Condition is true or false. Here is the our condition will be false, right? It will become here into the else block. Seats are not booked. How much seats? That is the 6 seats, right? 6 seats. So it will become here seats are not booked, that is the 6. It will become here seats left. How much seats left we have? That is the 2. It will be print on the console. So this is like our program will be work. Now we will come here and what we will do here, simply we will try to create a thread with the help of this thing. Okay, how to create that, simple I am creating here extends thread, simple, and here I will override the run method. There is a public void and the run, and after that inside that I am writing, inside that from this method I want to call this method, that is the book ticket. So how to do that? Simply we have to create this object of the ticket booking app, and with the help of that object we'll able to call this method, that is the book ticket method. But how we'll do that? So simply I'm for that I'm creating a reference variable here, ticket booking, and the b here. Okay, and inside this ticket booking b I'm just initializing the object. So how to initialize that? So simply I'm creating an object new ticket booking. Okay, so how to initialize that this object into this b? So if I write like that, b equals to new ticket booking, can we able to do like that? And why it is giving the error? Anyone knows why it is giving the error? Anyone knows why it is giving the error? Which type of variable is this? That is the outside method and inside the class. Which type of variable is this? Instance variable, and where we want to access this variable into the static method. So can we able to do that? No, right? So for that what we need to do, we have to use static variable directly here. If you use static variable, because static method allows only the static variable, that's why we are, what we are doing here, simply we are doing here the, we are using the static method, static variable here. Okay, now what we will do with the help of this b, simply we will try to call that method, that is the book ticket. Okay, inside that you can pass the seats directly also, but I want to pass the seats from here. So I will create another variable here, that is the int seats. I will pass the value from here and that will be assigned to this seats. Okay, after that what I will do, simple I will create a thread. So new, okay, simply suppose this is one is our first person. Suppose I am writing here first person name is Ram. Okay, and Ram is want to book a ticket, that is the seats. Suppose he wants to book a few tickets or a 6 ticket he wants to book. After that ram dot start. Okay, ram dot start I'm writing here. If I run this one, so what will be the output we'll get? Simple, we are initializing the object to the b, means what is the value of the b here? The object of this ticket booking app, right? After that here what we are creating, we are creating a thread, that is a new thread we have created. Suppose this thread name is a ram. Okay, this is not a name of our thread, Suppose this thread name is a Ram. This is the first person who is booking the ticket. Suppose Ram booking the sixth ticket. Okay. So what is the value of this seats here? It is the 6. So after that, what we are doing here? Ram dot start. So it will be called the run method. So here is our run method. So b dot tickets. And what is the value of seats here? That is the 6. So it will be come here into the book ticket, and it will be a C. What is the value of the seats here? 6. It will be check the condition like 10 is greater than equals to 6. Condition is true or false here? Condition is true. It will become here, it will be print like ticket is booked. How much? That is the 6 ticket Ram have booked. After that, it will check the condition, that is total seats equals the total seats minus seats. So what is the total seats? That is 10 minus 6. What we are getting here? That is total value we are getting here 4. After that, seats left. How much seats left we have? Is the 4 one. Right. This like we will get, if I run this one. So what we are getting here? Ticket is booked and seat left 4. Right. Now we will try to create another person here. So same like that, we have to create another object. New test I'm creating here. And this time the name, new person name is Jay. Okay. And here Jay wants to book suppose 8 tickets. Okay. So Jay dot start I'm writing simple here. Okay. Now what is the first time Ram wants to book a ticket? This time Jay wants to book a ticket. So 8 ticket, right? So it will become here. What is the value of these seats now? That is the 8, right? Now what is the new value of this total seats here? See here, we firstly wrote that is the 4. 4 is greater than equals to 8. Condition is true or false here? False, right? Condition is false. So it will not come here inside the E block. Directly it will come into the else block. And what it will print? Seats are not booked. That is the how much? 8. And seat lets only how much? That is the 4. It will be print on the console. But if I run this one, can we get the same result? Can we get the same result? No, right? Because all the threads run at the same time. See, it have to book only 10 tickets, right? But see how much ticket it is booking. Ticket is booked 6. Ticket is booking 8. 8 plus 6, that is the 14 tickets it is booking. It is giving the value in the minus as well, right? Sometimes if you run this code multiple times, sometimes it will give the right result as well. Okay, but what it is booking here? See, 8 plus 6, that is the 14. Means 4 people where it will be seats, where they will be sit, because we have only the 10 ticket and it will be booking the 14 tickets. So 4 people where it will be sit, where they will be sit. Okay. So this problem we are facing without synchronization. Say if I run this one multiple times, so we will get the true result as well. Same. Seat ticket is booked 6, seat left 4, then seats are not booked 8, and seat left 4. In this times we are getting the correct result. So which problem we are facing here without using the synchronization? That is the data inconsistency problem as well as the thread interference. Means we are not getting the right result multiple times. Hello, hello, am I audible, bro? Hello, am I audible for everyone? Okay. Okay. So see, so what we are doing here, if you are not using the synchronization, so without synchronization, we are getting the data inconsistency problem and the interference problem we are getting here without synchronization. To resolve this problem, we have a synchronization. What will be the synchronization will we do? Synchronization will control the accessibility of our thread. Okay. Synchronization will control the accessibility of our thread. So how? It have some lock concept, I will tell you. But what is the advantages of the synchronization? No data inconsistency problem, and thread will not interference with each other. So we will see what are the types of the synchronization. So there are two types of synchronization, that is the process synchronization and the thread synchronization. And the thread synchronization have the two types, that is the mutual exclusive and the cooperation. Process synchronization we are not seeing that, right? Mutual exclusive and the cooperation. Beside the mutual exclusive, we have three ways to achieve the mutual exclusive. So how much is the first one is the synchronized method, another one is the synchronized block, and another one is the static synchronization. And cooperation, inside the cooperation also we have three methods. There is wait, notify, and notify all, which we will see later. First, we will see this thing, that is the synchronized method. If we want to achieve the mutual exclusive, so how we will achieve that? How we will achieve that here? Simple, we will use here. First one is the synchronized method. If you want to use the synchronized method, how we will achieve that? Before the method, we simply need to write here synchronize. If you write synchronize keyword with any method, that method is converted into now to the synchronized method. And if I run this one now, so every time we will get the right result. Sometimes first thread will be work, sometimes second thread will be work first. It's like will be happen, but every time we will get the true result. See, ticket is booked 6, seats are not booked 8. If I run this one many times, so it will we are getting the correct result in every time. Okay, sometimes this another thread is there, no? That is this one, that is J thread. This will be work first. Sometimes this will be work first. This will be happen, but every time we will get the true result only. It will book only the 10 tickets. It will not book more than 10 tickets. Okay, so that is the use of our synchronization. Means we are what is the advantage? That is the no data inconsistent problems we will face, and no data thread interface also we will not face. So how we are getting that problem? So simply will come here. Suppose we have one resource here. Okay, and here which is our resource? Suppose this is our resource here in our program. And how much thread we have? That is the two thread. So first thread is the ram. So I will come here and I will paste it here. First thread is the ram, and another thread we have, that is the J thread. Okay, another thread, which thread we have? That is the J thread. We have two threads and single resource. What is the name of this resource here? That is the B, right? This is the object, that is the ticket booking. Inside that only we have method, that is this method we have, right? And suppose this is our resource, okay, where it is present inside the ticket booking, and with the help of this B class object only we are calling. So suppose this is our resource here, that is the B, and we have a two threads here. So what will happen is, if I run this one and if you are not using the synchronization, this both the threads will be execute this resource at the same time, like that. Okay, and we because of that we are getting the wrong output multiple times. Sometimes we will get the correct output, but multiple times we are getting the wrong output. This problem we are facing with the help of synchronize. But without synchronize means if you use the synchronization, so how this problem is solving? So how this problem is solving means, inside the synchronization, if you are learning synchronization, you have to remember two things. Like first one is the object lock. Okay, every object have their own unique lock. Okay, so this is the object we have, that is the B. So it has also its own unique lock, that is the own unique lock it has. Okay, and whoever threads having the lock, that will able to execute that method, or that will able to execute that resource as well. Okay, object lock. And another thing you have to recognize, that is the area. Okay, first one is the object lock and another one is the area. So every object have their own object lock, and every object have the two areas. So I will divide this object into two things. Okay, and first area it have, that is the synchronize area, and another one we have here, same like that. Every object have two areas, that is synchronized area, and another one is the non-synchronized area. Okay, a synchronized area as well as the non-synchronized area. All the synchronized method, synchronized area will be stored into the synchronized area. All the non-synchronized method will be stored into the non-synchronized area. See here, now we wrote our method. Here we are writing synchronized with our method. Which is the method here? That is the book ticket. So where it will be present, inside the synchronized area or the non-synchronized area? See here, which keyword we are using here? That is the synchronized. So this method will be present into our synchronized area, right? So now what it will be do? So object log I told you, and area also I told you. So whoever thread having the object log, that will be able to execute that resource. So now suppose this object have this is the log object. So what it will be do is, suppose this first thread wants to execute that resource, it has to acquire the log. And when this thread is acquire the log, that time this another thread will not able to execute this resource. Whenever this thread is executing this resource, now that time this another thread will be in the waiting state. will be go into the waiting state. So what it will be do? Some first time this thread will be come here. This will be acquire the lock object. After that, whatever things is present here inside this object, it will be execute that. So which thing it will be execute? That is the book ticket method. Whatever things it will be present inside the book ticket app, book ticket method, it will be execute that. After completion of this task, it will be come into the date state. Means this thread will be come into the date state. After that, it will become another thread will become. This will be acquire the lock again. Whatever things are present inside the synchronized area, it will be execute that, and it will be come into the date state again, like a that like a this thread only. Okay, so this like our synchronized method will work. So how synchronization is working here? First time, this the whoever thread is having the lock, that will acquire the that will able to execute the resource, and whoever thread who does not having any lock and all, so that will not able to acquire the that will not able to execute this resource. So first time, this thread will become here, it will be acquire the resource, it will come inside, and it will be execute this method, that is the book ticket method. That time the another thread will become go into the waiting state. Okay, after that, this if this thread will complete the task, this thread will go into the date state. Again another thread will become here, it will acquire the lock here, and this time this will acquire the lock, and whatever things are present, it will be execute that, and after executing this all the tasks, it will be also go into the date state. Okay? So this time, this like our synchronization will be work this time. That is why we are not getting this problem, that is the data inconsistency problem, as well as the thread will not interference with each other. These two problems we are not facing with the help of synchronization. There are two disadvantages of our synchronization as well. There is the increasing the waiting time period of the thread. So how? Suppose this time first thread will be executing the resource. Okay, this thread is acquire this object. This time this is executing this resource. Suppose this thread is taking 6 hours. This thread is taking 6 hours to execute this resolve. At that meantime, this another thread will be in the waiting state. This is in waiting state for this 6 hours. So this is not good thing, right? Suppose now we have a two thread. Multiple times we have a thousand of thread, 2,000 of thread. So it will take lots of time, and because of that lots of time, our program's performance of our CPU also the it will create a performance problem also, means it will not means if you run our program also, so that will not run that much fast, it will create a performance problem as well, because it is waiting. No, the time period of our threads will be waiting. So how it will be give you the performance, right? It will not give you the performance as well. So that is the disadvantage of our synchronization. One, it will increase the time, increase the waiting time period of our thread, and another one is the it will create a performance problem. This is the synchronization, and this is the first way to achieve synchronization with the help of synchronized method. Okay? So anyone have any doubt here? Anyone have any doubt? Okay. Now we will move to the another part. Okay. Synchronized method. Suppose if you take one scenario here, suppose this is the resource I told you. Suppose before that we have a multiple things here, system dot out here, and suppose here simply I'm writing simply will print the name of our thread here, thread dot current thread dot get me. Okay, and simply I will print this thing multiple times here. The same thing I will print at the downside as well. Okay, and suppose before this line we have thousands of line. Okay, and after that line also we have a thousands of line. Okay, so what it will be do is simply it will become here, and it will be execute this thousands of line. After that it will execute this part. After that here it will be execute this thousands of line. So in that meantime another thread will be in the waiting state, same like that. So this is not good thing, right? This is not a good thing. So here we want a synchronization, we want a synchronization here only, because we want a true result here only. We don't want result for get the name, we don't want result for get the name, right? For this thousands of line we don't want a synchronization, we want a synchronization for this thing only, because we want a true result every time, we want a consistent result every time for this resource only. We don't want a synchronization for this for getting the name. So what we will do that time, if we want a synchronization for the particular resource, so that time simple we are using here the another way to achieve the mutual exclusive, that is this synchronized block. So how we will achieve that? Simply we have to come here. I will remove the synchronized from here, and what I will do is I will simply cut this thing, and here we have tried synchronize. Here we have tried this. This is refers to the current class, right? And inside that, simply we have to paste the thing. The method, the block means or the part in which you want a synchronization, that you have to write into the synchronized block. Block means this curly braces open, curly braces close. This is called as the block. So inside the block, I wrote this thing, that is the if else block as well. Right. So what this time it will be do? It will apply the synchronize on this block only. It will not apply the synchronization in this block. Means both the thread will be execute this part at the same time. But here one thread will be execute this part. After completion of the one thread, another thread will be execute this part. It will be execute the synchronization on this part only. It will not execute the synchronization on this part as well as this part. If you want a synchronization for the particular block, that time simply we are using the synchronize block. So now this time I will run this one. So see here, first thread 0 is working, then thread 1 is working, then thread 0 is working here. Before that also thread 0, thread 1, it is working like that. All the threads will be working at the same time here. But here see, if you are seeing the result here, ticket is booked 8, seat left 2. After that, seats are not booked 6, seats are left only 2. Means it is booking this time 10 seats only. Right? 10 seats is booking every time. Means we are getting the true result every time. But if we don't want a synchronization here, so we are not getting it because we are used here synchronized block. Means if you want a synchronization for the particular block, so that time simple you can use the synchronized block. And if you are using here synchronize directly the method, so it will be used, it will be apply the synchronization for whole the method. Means for this 100,000 supply, and for this 1000 supply it will be apply the synchronization. So this is not a good thing. If you want to put synchronization for this part only, so why we will apply for this block? So if you want, in that case only we are using this synchronized block. Okay, in this case only we are using simply the synchronized block. So this is the another way to achieve the mutual exclusive. First one is the synchronized method. If you want a synchronization for the all the method, for whole the method, if you want a synchronization for that, we are using synchronized method. If you want a synchronization for the particular part of the program or the for the particular block, that time simple we are using the synchronized block. And another one is the static synchronization. So what is meant by the static synchronization? So I will remove this one. Anyone have any doubt here? Anyone have any doubt? Hello, anyone have any doubt? Okay, so till now what we are doing here, simple we are creating a thread here only. We are calling the run method from here only. Now this time what I am doing is I will separately create a method, separately create a class, and from that class I will create a thread. So I will remove this thread from here only. So what I am doing is I will create a thread. I will create a class t1. Okay. Inside this class I will make it this as a thread extend thread class. Okay, and inside that I will override the run method public void run. Okay, public void run I'm using here, and from this method I want to call this method, that is the book ticket. So for that what we need to do, here we want to object, and with the help of object we want the seat as well. So how to get it that? So for that I will create one constructor here. If your oops concept is clear, no, that time you will be easily understand whatever I'm doing here. So I'm just simply creating a constructor here. So use the constructor, right? The constructor means it is same like a method, and its name is the same like a class name. It don't have any return type. So this constructor I have created. Inside that I'm simply writing a parameter. Okay, and after that here seats we got. After that booking ticket app uh, ticket booking. Okay, ticket booking I will get it here. From here I'm getting the ticket booking as well. And what I will do is I will not able to use it here. So for that I will simply create a instance variable like that. and I will create an instance variable for ticket booking as well. Now, I want to assign this value, whatever value will come from here, I want to assign this value into this value. How we will assign that? I want to assign this value into this value. So how we will assign that? Anyone? How we will assign this value? Local value, variable value into this instance variable value. How we will assign that? Yes. If I write like that, seats equals to seats. So can it will be possible? Can it is possible? Yes. What we need to do, we have to use simply this keyword because this refers to the current class instance variable. Okay. The same like that, we have to use the b as well. This dot b equals to b we have to use. Okay. And after that, if I want to call this method, how we will call that? There is b dot book ticket, and here we will pass the seats as well. We have seats as well now, and we have b to ticket booking app as well. Now what we will do is here. What we will do is here. Now we will create a main method here. Okay. Main method I am creating here. And inside that, what we will do, simply I will create a, we will simply call this constructor from here. For that, we want a ticket booking app. So here I will create a class, that is a ticket booking object. I will create, that is the b1. And after that, this object I will pass it into this constructor. So I will pass that. There is a new t1. Okay, and here I will pass the seats. Suppose I am passing 8 tickets from here, and here I will assign the value. Suppose our first person is Ram. Okay, and with the help of that Ram, simply we'll call this run method. Okay, simply I'm calling this run method from here. I'm this time I'm not initializing the value with the help of ram dot seats, ram dot b1. I'm not assigning like that. Simply I'm passing from this constructor. It will become here into the seats. It will assign to this instance variable from here, and after that simply I'm passing from here only. Okay, so this is like same I'm doing here as well. So same thing we'll do with the another person. If I run this one now, see what we are getting. Ticket is booking 8, seats are left 2. Okay, now I will remove the synchronization block from here, and I will only keep that synchronized void. Okay, same thing we will do with another thing. Same I will create another method, another class I will try to create here. Same class I have created, just I will change the name from t1 to t2, t1 to, okay, and after that I will create a same thing from here, and I want to pass it six seats from here, and here I am adding, suppose this name is the j, and with the help of this j I will try to call this run method. Now if I run this one, so it will book one person ticket, but it will not book for the another person, right? So now another thing what we will do, simple I will copy this thing and I will create for the another. Now this time only I will create another object as well, that is the b1 and the b2, and here suppose name is the sai, okay, and here sai dot run, and here I want to pass the b2 value. There is this b2 I have passed it here, this b2 value I will pass it here sai, and here I will pass any name. Suppose I am passing once. Okay, so this thing I have passed it here, and here, okay, and here we will increase the value of the seats as well. There is a 20. Okay, so 26 we wants to book, and how much seats we are booking here? 8, 6, 8 and 6, that is the 14, right? 14 plus 14 we are wants to book the 28 ticket. How much ticket it have to book only? Is it 20 ticket? Now we will see that it will be booked or not. I run this one, see how much it's booking. First it is booking 8 ticket, after that 6 ticket, after that again it is booking 8 ticket, after that it is booking 6 ticket. So why is happening like that? It is booking 28 tickets. We don't want like that, right? We are using here the synchronize as well, but still it is booking the 28 tickets. So why it is happening like that? So before that we have only the one block, one object, that is the b1 b, right? Now we have a two objects here, see, that is the B1 object as well as the B2 objects we have. So what it will be do? So what it will do? I will explain you with the help of diagram here. So I will come here. Okay. So this is the first object we have, and another object we have this. Okay, two objects we have. So first object name is a B1, right? Okay, and another object we have here, that is the B2. Okay, two objects we have, and how much threads we have here? First is the RAM. So I will come here, I will paste it here. That is the RAM. Another objects we have, that is the another thread we have, that is the J. Another thread we have, that is the Psi, and another thread we have here, that is the RAM. Okay, so this thing is present here. How much seats we have here? That is the 26 only. So what it will be do is, now we have two objects now. So this time what it will be do, simply it will assign this total equals to 20 here only as well, and it will assign the total seats 20 for here as well. It will book the tickets for here. Okay, here as well it will book the 20, and here as well book the 20. So now what it will be do here, this RAM is executing this B1, this J is also executing this B1, this Psi is executing this B2, and this WAMP is also executing the B2. See here as well. This RAM is executing B1, J is executing B1, Psi is executing B2, and WAMP is executing B2. So sometimes what will happen? This RAM thread will be execute with this, interfere with this Psi thread, and this J thread will also execute with this WAMP thread, or this Psi will be execute this with this thread, and this WAMP will be interfere with this thread. So it will be executed with each other. That's why we are getting this here. That is the uh, false output we are getting here. So resolve this problem, what we will do is, we have a last synchronized way, that is the static synchronization. So how to achieve that? Simple, we have to come here, and before synchronize we have to write here static. Okay, and if you are writing static here inside a static method, it will not allow instance variable, right? So for that, what I am doing, simple, I am writing here this here static. And now if I run this one here, see, ticket is booking 8, ticket is booked 6, then ticket is not booked 8, ticket is booked 6. Okay, now this time it is only booking the 20 tickets, it is not booking the 28 ticket. How we achieve that? So with the help of static synchronization. So if you use static synchronization, so what will happen? So it will apply the lock, it will apply the lock. Now we know that it object have own the lock, right? It objects have own the lock, we knows that. So if you use the static synchronization, it will apply the lock for this whole class now. Okay, for whole class it will be apply the lock, and in a class is also having its own lock now. Okay, this class is also having its own lock, and if you use the static, so this time it will not assign for separate classes, it will apply for the class level. Means this time it will only assign the value, that is the total equals to 12. This value whatever we have, no total seats static we are using here, so this time it will apply this total seats 20 here, here only. Okay, now this time what will happen, this RAM will be come first, it will acquire the lock, it will come here, and from this thing it will become here inside this one. In this meantime, this all the threads which we have, that will be go into the waiting state now, right? That all the threads will be go into the waiting state now. So this will happen like that if we use the static. After completion of the RAM, this thread will become into the date state. Another thing, another time this J will be go. Okay, but we cannot assume. Sometimes the RAM will be go first, sometimes I will be go first, sometimes this Y Vamsi will be go first. We cannot assume these things. Okay, so this time J will be go, J will be acquire the lock. After that, J will become inside this B1 object. It will acquire, it will be execute whatever methods we have. It will be execute the task, and after that, it will be also go into the date state. Same like that, it will be Psi and Vamsi will also do that. Okay, so this is the way to achieve the synchronization with the help of synchronized method, synchronized block, and static synchronization. Static synchronization we will use if we deal with the multiple objects, because sometimes this thread will be executed with the another object thread. This thread will be interfere with the another object thread. So that's why we are using the static synchronization when we have a multiple objects. Okay, so these are the three ways to achieve the mutual exclusive synchronization. And what is the synchronization is? Synchronization is a process in which we can control the accessibility of the multiple thread to a particular shared resource. Here, which is the resource? Which is our resource? Like this is our resource here. Okay, so this is the synchronization. And first we saw that is the synchronize method. If you want a synchronization for whole the method, that time we are using the synchronize method. Synchronize block, why we are using? If you want a synchronization for the particular block or for the particular part, that time we are using synchronize block. And static synchronization, when we are using, if you have multiple objects, so the thread will be interfere with each other. So that time we are using the static synchronization, and we are not getting the correct data as well. So that time simple we are using the static synchronization. And this all are these only simple. You have to use one keyword here, and if you are using that one keyword, you can definitely achieve the synchronization. Okay, so anyone have any doubt till here now? Anyone have any doubt? Your use oops concept is okay only, huh? So that time you can easily understand this concept. If your oops concept is little bit complicated, means that time you will feel this example is little bit complicated. But if you do this example multiple times, you can easily get it done. Okay, so anyone have any doubt, guys? Anyone have any doubt? Okay,